Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, time to make a memory. Stay tuned. So before we jump into today's wonderful craft, I am going to explain very quickly what's going on with my hand. It has nothing to do with crafting. It has everything to do with my clumsiness and my constant ability to fall. So Mike was helping me put some things up in the attic in my craft studio. He went in to watch his ball game, left the ladder, told me not to climb the ladder, but I was on a roll, cleaning things up, putting things away, and sure, I can climb that ladder, no problem. So I climbed the ladder, and things didn't go quite right. So I ended up on my butt, and when I was falling, used my hand to break the fall, and I just have a moderate sprain in my wrist, nothing too major. But the funny part is I didn't want to tell Mike what had happened because I would have had to tell him that I climbed the ladder. But he happened to notice that I was using my hand very gingerly, and he just said, "You fell off the ladder, didn't you?" And I said, "Nope, I did not. The ladder fell, and I just happened to be on it." And so really the way that it happened was there was a piece of acetate on the floor, and I didn't realize that the foot of the ladder was hitting the acetate. And so when I started to climb, the acetate slipped, the ladder slipped, and down I went. So all is good, guys. I've got plenty of padding on my hips, and that helped to really cushion a lot of the fall. So I am back to crafting today. So those of you who have been with me for a while know that whenever there's a major holiday, I love to make a scrap board. And basically what that is a scrapbook page on chipboard. And I've done just that for Easter because I have 2 little grandchildren, and I hope that I get some Easter bunny pictures or Easter egg hunt pictures that I can then put on my board. And basically what I do with these guys is I put my pictures down, and then I will go ahead and just punch 3 holes in and put it in a binder and save it. And that's how I make my scrapbooks. But I like to make these pages on chipboard because if I want to sit them out for the holiday, I can mount them on an easel. I can frame these if I want. So for those of you who are going to ask, what do you do with these? Well, you can collect them and create your own scrapbook by having a ready-made page and just putting pictures down whenever you want to. You can frame these, place them on the wall, home decor. You can mount these on an easel, place them on the fireplace, place them on a table beside the lamp, whatever you choose to do with them, it is completely up to you. But those are just a few ideas of ways that you can use these. So this is an 8x8 board, and that's the size we're going to be making today. And I made it basically to commemorate Easter, and I used the primary colors because, like I said, hopefully I'll have some pictures of my 3-year-old and my 2-year-old grandchildren that I can put on here. And of course I'll make more than one, but for the purposes of this video, we are going to make just one. Okay, so to make our project, we're going to need some mats. So I have a white piece that measures 3 by 3. I have the background mat that measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I have a white mat that measures 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. Then I have the background mat that measures 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I have a 9 by 9 piece of decorative paper, and it's cardstock. And I'm going to be using this beautiful polka dotted yellow. I have a piece that measures 7 1/2 by 7 1/2 that I'll be putting on the back. And then I have my chipboard that measures 8 by 8. And so to start, I am going to bring in my piece that measures 9 by 9 and my 8 by 8 chipboard. And I am simply going to center this. Just like that. Now I'll flip it over and then just use my bone folder to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Now we need to take our board and just stand it up and fold over our edges on all 4 sides. Once that's done, we are going to come back and miter cut the edges on all 4 sides. Okay, so now that I have my edges miter cut, I am going to use my tape runner to put this down. So I will just go along this and fold it over and get it stuck down. Everything will stay nice and secure. Okay, so once I have my edges folded over, I'll be placing my 7.5 by 7.5 inch piece down on the back like that. And as you can see, it's going to cover a whole lot of the edges that I folded over, which means that it will further help to keep the side that we just used our tape runner on down. I don't think it would come up anyway, but it's just added security. So what I'm going to do at this point is simply place glue on my edges, and then I'll place it on the inside of my paper as well. And now I can take this and just get it positioned down. Try to get it even. Use my bone folder and smooth everything out. And then I'll come back with my paper towel and wipe up the excess. Now for me, I normally don't put anything on the back of my board, but you can if you want. But right now I'm just going to leave it blank, and we're going to work on the front. So now we get to decorate, and I always decorate with stickers. And I have these Photoplay sticker sheets, and this one is Easter Blessings. And as you can see, I've already used some of it, but I just love the colors in it. And then I have 2 sheets of The Bloom by Photoplay. And it is absolutely gorgeous. And I think this is what I'm going to work with, because I have one that is Easter, and now I'm going to bring in spring with it as well. So the first thing that I want to do is just kind of figure out where I want to place my mats. So I put my big one at the top of the other one. And on this one, I think I'm going to put the big one maybe like this. And I'll take the smaller one and just place it up here. And you can do it however you want. And I might even just give these a little whimsy look, just like that. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to find something that I can use on this sheet that is going to sort of just tie the two together. And then I'm going to take the border strip and place it right here, just like this. And let me take a look at it to make sure I've got it straight, and I don't. So now I'll come back with my blade and just trim off that excess and save this because I can use it on something else. Okay, so now we have this. I'm going to take this mat, place it like that, and then this one, and place it like that. So I am going to use my tape runner, place down some tape, put that down on here and try to get it centered. And then I'll use my tape runner to place tape on the back. So those of you who have been with me for a while, you guys know that I just do this every holiday season because I like to have just a fun way of commemorating the holiday. So I am just going to place this down right there. And then I'll use my tape runner again. And let's place some tape on this one. And I'll place this one down and get it centered. Then I'll add my tape to the back. And then I'll take this mat and I am just going to position it up here just at a slight little angle, and you can see how cute that is already. So one of the things that I want to do with this board is pull in the look of spring. So the first thing that I want to do is find an anchor for this whole board. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to go with spring is in the air, or bloom. And I think that I like the spring is in the air. And if I place that right there, that gives me a little bit of balance. And then I am going to take my little bees here, and I'm going to place a bee right there. And I'll take another bee, and I am going to place him right up here. So that gives me my interest at the top. Now I want to do something down here at the bottom. So what I think I'm going to do is I want to take the grass, and I am going to position it right here at the bottom, but I want the grass to go all the way across. So I'm also going to pull in the grass from this sheet. So now that I have my grass on the bottom, I think what I'm going to do is bring in my flowers here because they work. So I am just going to take them, and I think I'm going to put them down in the grass just a little more and place them right there. And then I am just going to put just a few more of those bees right here at the bottom. Now that my bees are on, I place just a couple of ants here at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I want to place just some type of a sentiment on my mats, just to kind of bring in some fun. So I am going to take this one and place "Oh Happy Day," but I'm going to place it closer to the top, just like that. And then on this one, I'm going to bring in "Beautiful" and just place "Beautiful" right there. And that way, when I get the pictures of my grandchildren, I can actually place them on this board. And then I have a beautiful way of just commemorating Easter and spring 2020 with my grandchildren. So I am going to bring the other board back in so that you can see both of these, and you can see just how easy and simple they are to make, but how cute they are. They're just fun, whimsical, and like I said, put them on an easel, put it on the fireplace mantle, put it in a photo frame, hang it on the wall, punch holes in it, and start creating your own chipboard, scrapboard book. Easy peasy, guys. So did you like this project? I hope you did, because it's very simple. And if you did like the project, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys, have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.